everyone, this is Justin with Anderic, and today we're discussing the Anderic 99122 for Hunter ceiling fans. This is the replacement for the Hunter 99122, 99123, and 99119 remote controls. It comes with everything you're going to need, including wall mount, screws, instructions, and the remote itself. As always, it does not come with a battery. You're going to need the CR2032 battery. Once you have that bad boy, you're going to pop it into the remote just like this. One thing to note is that Anderic does not provide the receiver that goes with this remote, simply because this remote is meant as an exact replacement for your original. Another note is that this Anderic remote is meant to serve as a replacement for the original Hunter remote control and will only work with the original Hunter receiver units, the 99122 and 99119. Also, it's important to remember that you cannot use two remotes simultaneously with this fan. Don't even think about it. Finally, this remote only works on the 434 megahertz frequency. So let's get started with the syncing process. If you have pull strings, while the power to the fan is on, use the pull chain switch on the fan to set the fan speed to the high position before proceeding. It's also worth noting that most fans that require our remote do not have these pull strings. So next, you're going to turn off the power to the fan, either by the wall switch or the circuit breaker, and then turn it back on. This resets the fan receiver. Next, within 3 minutes of restoring power to the fan, press both the fan off button, which is 0, and the high button, which is 3, and hold it for 5 seconds. The fan will turn on low to indicate successful syncing. If it does not sync, try the process again. If using the transmitter with multiple fans, repeat this process for each. If it still doesn't work, read through further syncing in the instruction manual. If pairing was successful, then you're good to go. Please like and subscribe. However, if you're sticking around, it might be because you're having issues. If pairing was unsuccessful, then there's usually one of two reasons. First, you ordered the wrong remote, and second, the receiver to the fan has died. So what you're going to want to do is check the FCC ID number on the back of the original remote or on the original receiver. It must read 99122 or IN2TX41, 99123, or 99119. If it reads something else like 99600, IN2TX41, 99813, then you got the wrong remote. If you didn't have your original to check the FCC ID number because it was lost and you bought the 99122 because it looks the same, then you probably got the wrong one since it didn't pair. If you bought the correct remote and it still doesn't pair, then it must be the receiver unit. The original receiver is no longer available and you may have to replace it with a new ceiling fan kit, like this one that we offer. Next up, let's talk lights. Our remote supports light dimming by pressing and holding the light button. Check to see if a CFL bulb or non-dimmable LED bulb is installed. The controller has a feature that automatically detects CFL and LED bulbs and turns off dimming if a CFL bulb is installed. Incandescent bulbs work best for dimming. If you're using a CFL bulb, they're gonna flicker. Make sure the lights are not dimmed. Turn lights on using the light key, then press and hold the light key until the bulb is fully bright and no longer flickers. Turn the light switch off and back on, and within 3 minutes, hold down the fan off button while pressing the light button twice. If the problem is not corrected, repeat the process up to 3 times. And that's it. I hope you're enjoying your Anderic 99122 and dimming the lights over a savory dinner. And as always, thanks for watching.